I need to dye my edges. But I be wanting to wait until somebody gonna see me or something gonna be special. But every day is special now, ain't it? It got late on us last night after yoga, so it was actually Mr. He don't never get credit for it, but he delayed us because we was looking at internet stuff. Need to crumble some more of this herb. And like I said, I only feel these 3/4 of the way full because I just wound up putting them in my hand and crumbling them in the food anyway, because if there are little stems in there, in my hand, I can pick them out of my hand. And I also wanted to be freshly crumbled. So you see, I only filled this one up halfway. Not even halfway. I just filled it up. This is what I was keeping it in its OG packaging. 5 minutes. Because I was like, you made that shit up. Ain't no 5 damn minutes. When I sprinkle it in your pan of water, make sure it's starting to simmer already. It's hot enough to start to simmer. And that you're sprinkling it in evenly. Because I usually pour it in the middle and then stir it up. Well, Goddess just was like, duh. Bitch, if you sprinkle it in evenly, then the water, as it falls into the water engulfs. It kind of works like, y'all already know this. You just don't realize you know it. Because that's how it is with me too. Because we're intelligent. We have basic ancestral common sense, which comes off to colonized minds as wisdom. Knowing wisdom. But it's just sense, really. And black people got it by nature. Oh, maybe I'll use this. I have a few of these. I have 2 big ones. Not a few. I have 2 big ones. Shout out to you if you know where these came from. Shout out to you, and also shame on you. They're not big enough for cereal, but they're nice for, like this little one. I sometimes might put beans or corn as a side dish on Mister's plate. And it's a perfect little size for it. If I recall correctly, no. Oh, this was a condiment dish at the restaurant. Y'all know where these things came from. Quit acting like you don't know. Pink Himalayan salt, ho. On the grits. I was telling Mister that because he doesn't like when I make his soup too hot. Well, canned soup, because you can't eat it. So he don't like when I make it too hot. But I want to make sure that shit is cooked in there. I put solution in the canned soups. That's how they're able to have shelf life. So I want to make sure I cook that shit out. And if I just get it to edible warmth, I mean, I know that's how people do. I know soups can be put in the microwave if that's what you want to do. But if I'm at home and I have a stovetop and that bitch is in a can, I want to circle it around the heat for a few minutes. I'm just trying to take care of the people I love. Y'all know that. That might be it right there. That might be it. That might be it. So I was telling him last night, oh look, it fits right between my fingers. Well, it's footed, so those feet fall right between my fingers. So I could just hold the bowl like this. And because of the thickness and the type of plastic, I guess it's made out of, I assume it's plastic, but it seems sturdier than plastic. It seems more silicone. It has a sturdiness of silicone, but it feels like plastic. Grits, bae. Y'all probably think I eat grits all the time. No, I just should. I go through phases where I eat oatmeal all the time. But I need to incorporate grits as well. Maybe I just need to toggle between the two. Because I eat oatmeal every day for like a couple of weeks. And I get tired of it. I stop eating it. Then I might randomly get a taste for grits twice a year. And then I taste them, and I'm like, and then I have a bowl, and I'm like, I need to eat this more often. Do the same thing I do with oatmeal. Be like, oh, I should have this more often. This is so delicious. I don't know why we don't eat it more often. And then turn around, right back around, and go right back to not eating them. I want to eat that layer off the top just so I could put the rest of them in there. And now I'm letting them soak. Y'all proud of me? Thank you. I'm getting my life together, I told y'all. I feel my Rick ramping up, GSD. And I'm enjoying it so much that it makes me want to smoke on top of it. Sometimes smoking on top of it gives me the kind of high that distracts me from what I'm doing. But I took a hella dose of the GSD. Because I said I was going to start doing that because one of my elevators fell off. She started listening to, and it wasn't a malicious separation at all. She just ultimately sided on, she just eventually chose to trust. She was on the fence, about, and although I know that, I realize from the outside looking in, as opinionated, as strong as my perspectives are, you would imagine that I would influence someone one way or another. If you're new here, you would. If you've been around, you know me better than that. But I have a couple of elevators who are not fully decolonized. I have some who are decolonizing, but it's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's a struggle to undo the programming. Anyway, the one chick decided to trust the system, and I'm okay with that. I really hope it works. I hope she makes it. But since she has done so, there have been complications. That's why I'm sitting here thinking. I'm thinking, but I don't want to tell her business because healer elevator confidentiality. So I don't want to put her business out there in the street. But since she made that choice, she wasn't even corny, y'all. That's what be getting me. She wasn't corny. She just decided. Again, she grown. She just decided to choose to believe that. But a few weeks after she had her she's been having problems since she had a shot. I'll just say that. And nobody is attributing it to the shot. Because that's what people got to do to make it make sense. People are having conditions and things erupt after the, never mind. Anyway, there's no love lost. You know what I mean? But it is very expensive to care for elevators. The way the world's set up, it is very, very expensive to care for elevators. And once you do choose to trust the system, then I still love her. But once you choose to trust the system, what I look like spending all that money to keep you alive? You know what I mean? We over here healing stuff, and then you're receiving elements. Not just a shot. I'm talking about regular prescriptions that people are on for the rest of their lives, too. That's not eliminated as well. But you're receiving these things that are actually damaging all the biological parts that we have healed. And look, I'm going to tell y'all this part. She always was on the fence from the beginning, right? She had a health scare that was bad enough to make her say, okay, fuck it, let me just venture into this, whatever. Well, I didn't heal her, okay? I'm not going to say I healed her. Other people call me a healer. I'm not saying that's not what I am or what I'm not. You know? Because I can say I'm not a healer all day. And another motherfucker could be on the side and be like, bitch, you can say what you want to, but I didn't feel like this before I started fucking with you. You know what I mean? And these ideals of self-care and wellness, I wasn't fucking with that. And so now all of a sudden I don't have none of the motherfucking problems I had. Bitch, you're a healer, okay? So I could see myself telling somebody that. And the more that person say they wasn't, the more I'm like, what? That bitch lying. Work with her and see what happened. But anyway, I ain't toot my own horn. What I'm saying is, she came to me. We worked together. She resolved 90% of her issues. And then, and that's what people do. And then all of a sudden, she started acting like she got well on her own. And then she reverted right back to colonized mentality. Like, seems like when people's bodies are doing okay, kind of like Christians who don't really pray until stuff is going wrong. Unless either stuff is going wrong, or sometimes you hear people will give God credit for stuff that they know they don't fucking deserve. They'll be like, I would all to Jesus. You really do, bitch, because you don't deserve that. Matter of fact, your God might be setting your bitch ass up to let you know you wasn't ready for this. I'm giving this to you because I know you ain't ready. I'm finna watch you implode. And then hopefully you'll learn something. But they probably won't. They probably won't. Because as aggressive as they be like, yes, the Lord has made it possible. And you don't even know who the Lord is yet. Just by the way you phrase that. The Lord will make a way. When people say stuff like, those are people that don't even know who God is. But that's okay. As long as they got something to guide them into moral direction. I'm here for it. I'm here for a religion that guides you to a moral path than you would have had without it. But it's crazy to me that y'all needed a man to give you a book for you to know right from wrong. A book and a man. A man that gave you the book by another man who wrote it and told y'all, God, this is what God has said. And I'm writing it down. Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm convinced of? I feel like, you know how we're black people are walking gods in the flesh on this planet. And we're walking around gods, most of whom don't even realize you God. You know why? The devil done talked you out of it. But that's okay. This is that lends to the point I'm about to make. So just like Goddess made us in her image, and we walking around, we like a bunch of little, we all God, like together and individually. So it's like, you know, in the cartoons where you could drop, where something can fall onto the ground and break up into a quadrillion pieces. That's how I feel like God did with black people. Like, so we are God, right? But the devil did it too. The devil did it too. The devil did it too. And that's why, although the devil is illustrated in MAGA colors, because that's their colors, the devil is actually white, while God is ironically black. Ain't that something? So the world is split up between these gods roaming around and these devils roaming around. And the devils, bitch, are running them up. Because the gods was minding their business, trying to live and be happy and be well and be well and unified and stuff. But the devil was like, so what y'all doing over there? They come to fuck it up. come to fuck it up. You minding your business, being happy, having a good time, not murdering each other, dining together, communing, fellowshipping. In fact, that's the only thing that brings them together. They be over there, be like, you see them over there? It seems like they having a good time. Yeah, I was looking over there. I saw them. They make me sick. They ugly too. That's how you know we beautiful. What did they do though when they decided? Did they say, hey, they're so beautiful, let's convince the world that they're ugly so they can suffer the consequences of ostracization? Or was they just hating so bad that they just convinced themselves that we are ugly to them? Well, that didn't happen either, because anyway, I'm stuffed. I need to hydrate.